out his windows, his windshield, in order to get out. His truck was on fire. Now what also accompanies this video is some crazy screams, y'all. Like, I guess people were stuck in their cars and they were yelling for help. But you can see this guy over here, he's working on his windshield to get out because his truck is on fire. Y'all can hear the screams, they sound like sirens, honestly.
What do you think happens to us after death?
At this point, if it's rice and chocolate, so be it. But I ain't gonna be the one to tell y'all the real recipe, because then you might think that I said to do this. See how it looked like if you turn real fast, you might want to eat it, but then when you look up close, you start crying?
Sexual alchemy. There's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Substance that comes from your medulla.
If fear make us sick and lower our energy and our vibrations, why would God want us to fear him? Unless the God that we worship is not the God that we should be worshiping.
So get this, there are apparently 8 stages that we go through in our consciousness or awakening journey. Apparently, most human adults don't make it past stage 3. Shout out to Don Oakley, who I obtained this information from his TikTok.
Yo, what's good, Joe? Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody having a good afternoon, good day, whatever time it is for you that you're watching it. I hope you're having a good one. This is going to be a great video as always. Just be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and if you like content like this, subscribe. All right, let's get right into it.
Quantum jumping does not mean jumping out of your body and randomly waking up in another world on another planet. You are staying right where you are, in your body, on this planet. It is the world around you that changes with you. Look at it like this. The wealthy and the poor are living in the same society on the same planet. And still, they are experiencing 2 completely different worlds at the same time. These different worlds are one, existing at the same time. There are multiple realities available to you at all times. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. You are not able to see those frequencies, but your mind has the ability to pick up on those frequencies. That is why you can think of your desired reality. It is already existing in another dimension. These dimensions are coexisting at the same time. Quantum jumping does not mean jumping out of your body.
Quantum jumping is definitely a real thing.
Free energy? Can you believe it? I created a device that can generate free energy for life just by building a solar panel made from CD. With just old CD, I turned it into a high-efficiency solar panel with a capacity of up to 3,000 watts. Just follow me, you will have an unlimited source of electricity. You will be able to use all the electrical appliances in your house comfortably without worrying about the cost. And now, you will never have to pay for electricity again. Going off the grid and saving thousands of dollars on electricity is easier than ever. Free energy?
Free energy, that's dope. For real.
Are we really gonna sit here and say that doesn't look like a puddle of water in the sky? That don't look like a ripple of water? Check out this science experiment real quick. Look at what happens to this firework under the frozen lake. And then compare it to the rocket that Elon Musk shot up straight to the sky. This lake is only frozen in the top surface, but at the bottom the firework is still moving. As you could see, look at the explosion that happens on the left side, and look at what happens in real life. It's the same concept, it's the same thing. Nobody is gonna convince me otherwise because we have the proof. We can see it with our own 2 eyes. Or some scientist is gonna have to tell me the phenomenon that happened in real life. What's crazy is, as a collective, we've never been able to see this because a rocket has never gone that far. But look at what happens here. Come on, bro. What is that? That's not a cloud. That rocket looks like it hit a body of water, as you can see right there. We got to start questioning everything now. We can't be deceived. When you compare these two videos and the different scenarios, this basically identical. Are we really gonna?
Yes, it is. That's how you know they ain't really going nowhere.
Freeness. Money is just a piece of paper with no value, but your belief in your subconscious gives this piece of paper value, and this belief they installed in you is controlling your life. You are under its spell. A spell is not casted with wands like these movies show you. A spell is something someone's installed into your subconscious mind, and that belief they installed is controlling you. This is what it means to be under a spell. You break the spell by reprogramming your subconscious belief. We all wake up and believe that this piece of paper has no value, then we have broken the spell. On the $1 bill, you'll see a hexagram. Magicians would stand in the middle of a hexagram to cast spells. Magic is real. The movies just portrayed it as fantasy. Magic is the manipulation of your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind controls 90% of your daily basis behavior and thought patterns. This is why witches are always portrayed with a full moon, because the full moon is when your subconscious is wide open. Money is just a piece of paper with no value, but your belief.
Freeness of speech is sacred. He who sermonizes silence seeks refuge from reality. Friend, do not follow the flow of the thoughtless throngs. Do not allow righteous words of remonstrance to wilt into regrets. When everyone unceasingly insists that you agree and shrieks and slanders if you won't, don't. Freeness of
Is that a bathroom? Says Arizona may be boring, but at least we have that shark. Have sharks that watch you. I don't know. Where is this at? I don't know.
And then she tried to do it again, and I was like, are you dumb? Because that just doesn't make sense. Like, it just wasn't getting through to her that everything that was going down for a reason.
The dog just fed up, right?
And then she...
Wow. That's pretty cool. Right. Wow. Yo, this is dope. Like, we got a lot of free energy everywhere. Just gotta know how to put it together.
So now Detroit is in a state of emergency, y'all. Did y'all hear what happened to Detroit? A main water line broke in Detroit, and the streets are completely flooded, y'all. Not only that, but it is snowing, y'all. Look at that.
Dude, out of all my years, I have never seen this shit.
This right here is in Southwest Detroit. But do you guys see the sky? Y'all see how bright it is? And I'ma always give y'all an aerial point of view of this, cause from the sky this thing looks even crazy, y'all. And people are, oh my goodness, y'all. People are stuck in their homes and they can't go anywhere. Look at the streets just filled with dirt, debris, and garbage, y'all. And then just the snow all over the cars. What? This is literally out of a movie, y'all. What, like, imagine how cold it is. Not only is it snowing, but flooding as well. And then the water line is broken. Nobody can use water. And I just heard that the power is also out. Oh my goodness, y'all. Bro, this is crazy, man. The day after tomorrow movies really do exist. I don't know what's going on anymore, y'all. But the shit is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
I send the most Abundance Day way, man, because that is tough. Dang, that sucks, man. The internet. I really hope they sun come out. Please. Melt all that ice, you know? It's crazy.
Y'all, why am I just hearing about this fire that happened in the tunnel in Wyoming on Interstate 80? But here's a video of what the tunnel looks like right now, y'all. 26 cars were involved in this crash. Look at this smoke that's rolling out of the tunnel, y'all. This is crazy. What is...
This morning, new images of inside the charred interstate tunnel in southwest Wyoming after a massive pileup killed at least 3 people. It happened around 11:30 Friday morning. Videos from the scene show thick black smoke billowing out of the tunnel after an accident involving 26 cars and trucks started multiple fires. The blazes so intense, tires began exploding.
And I don't know if you guys have seen this video yet, but this video is going around of this guy that was stuck in the tunnel in his truck, and he had to kick out his windows, his windshield, in order to get out. His truck was on fire. Now, what also accompanies this video is some crazy screams, y'all. Like, I guess people were stuck in their cars and they were yelling for help. But you can see this guy over here, he's working on his windshield to get out because his truck is on fire. Y'all can hear the screams. They sound like sirens, honestly.
Holy shit!
Oh, look at that smoke, y'all.
I almost died in there, man. Who are you driving? The TVA truck right there. It's up in the tunnel. Like fucking. I was in the yellow pistol truck. My truck's in there too.
I'm telling y'all, man, our life's a movie. Plane, trains, and automobiles. Crazy times that we live in, y'all. Did y'all know about this? Let me know down in the comments below. Life.
Wow. That was scary. Dang, man, that was scary for real. And he really could have, you know, that could have went a whole nother way. Glad he got out of there.
Kendrick Lamar with the A on his chain, with the American flag. This has a deep meaning no one has figured out. A represents Alpha, the beginning of the Greek alphabet. Alpha represents new beginnings. Omega represents endings, because it's the last letter of the Greek alphabet. At the end of the show, it said game over, because the old world is now over, and Kendrick Lamar held the ceremony, which is a ritual representing the new beginning of America. This is why the dollar bill has an omega on it, representing the end of fiat currency. This picture is deeply symbolic. Everything they do is code. Elon with the omega representing ending and him waving goodbye, and Trump, which is the new beginning, the alpha with his thumbs up. The new beginning of America, 2024, 24, the 24th letter of the Greek alphabet, omega, the ending. This was the last year. 2025 is a new beginning. Everything is going to be reset. This is just one of my lectures from the new Symbolism Masterclass. In this class, I will teach a limited amount of people every single occult and esoteric symbol one by one and show you real life events. This opens on the 19th of February, 8 p.m. GMT. Join my Telegram.
Check this out, y'all. Check this out, y'all.
Don't know why.
Y'all, is it me, or are we getting new colors in these dark banded rainbows that we have been seeing as of late? Now, this took place in Australia. It started snowing, and this dark magical rainbow came out of nowhere and started portraying these new colors, y'all. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Check this out, y'all. Look at that. It's like aqua green, light violet. It's like a pearl mix. Y'all see that? Very iridescent. And look at that. Look at these new colors. It's like pink. Look at that. You can see colors up here too. But she said that these colors were only visible for the first few seconds, and after that it disappeared. The rainbow was still there, but not these new colors. I've been telling y'all that new earth frequency is rising. That shift is here, and now you can clearly see it, because first of all, where did this dark rainbow come from? What happened to that rainbow that only had 7 colors? And then after that we started seeing 2 rainbows in the sky. And now we have a dark rainbow that's displaying the colors on the top and the bottom. So yeah, y'all, am I tripping, or do y'all see the colors too? Please let us know down in the comments below. The shift is here, y'all. Let's continue.
If you have horses, or if you have any sort of cattle or whatever, but mainly horses, okay, if you've noticed that they have braids on them, oh yeah, most of the times when their horses have braids and they didn't do it themselves, a duende braided their hair. That's like a sign that there's duendes in that area.
What the fuck? I've never heard about that.
Some people are saying it's witches, but I'm gonna show you a video of this guy. He's basically talking about his experiences with duendes, and one of them is a statue, because you know some people believe duendes are like little goblins running around, but other ones are like statues and shit. In Mexico, there's even little markets where you could buy some, and basically you give offerings, and you have like some sort of like pact with them. You give them whatever they want, and then they help you out whenever you need, right? But you let me know what the statue does.
Wait, what?
Les piden cosas para su vida. Por ejemplo, a este brother le piden ayúdame a dejar el vicio. Entonces, quiero dejar de fumar, por favor ayúdame. Entonces vienen, dejan cigarro. Quiero dejar de tomar, por favor ayúdame. Le deja hacer de tomar, por favor ayúdame. Le dejas.
Is it blinking his eyes? You see that?
No way that's real, bro.
So it blinked.
Oh, it winked. It didn't blink. It was only one eye.
And yo, these legends have been around for a minute.
Yo.
It goes from Ireland to the Philippines to Mexico to even other parts in Central America and even South America. There's no way people could be telling the same lie. Yo. If you have horses,
that's crazy.
Look at this. It's a. What do you think happens to us after death?
Just hours after that video was recorded and published by ASMR YouTuber Marie Angel, she would be dead. Marie was an ASMR YouTuber who was on the rise. She was born in Ukraine but was living in Germany at the time of her death. And throughout her career on YouTube, she had cultivated a loving community of supporters on the app. But in September of 2024, something tragic would happen. On that day, Marie would upload a video answering viewers' questions. And one of the questions that one of her viewers asked was, what do you think happens after you die? And you can see her reading that question out loud at the beginning of this video. In the video, she reads the question out loud, but she doesn't really provide her viewers with a clear answer on her thoughts of life after death. Shortly after she recorded the video, she would upload it to her YouTube channel, and just a few hours later, she would be dead. As it turned out, later on that day, Marie was driving through Germany when a drunk driver collided with her vehicle. And unfortunately, she died at the scene, only hours after recording that now eerie video.
What do you think happens to us?
That's sad. Dang, that's crazy. I see you talked about it. When that happens to it, like, dang, man. That's why you gotta be really careful how you speak about your life, man. For real. You gotta make sure you're always speaking highly of yourself. Good things about yourself, you know? Dang.
Can see? Yeah, that would help me actually.
I don't claim that energy. In the comments and
Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry I kicked you. You like there's a person in there. There's a person in here?
what she said with that?
Hello?
There's a person in there?
Come here. Come here. Come here.
I always have y'all been seeing that, like these little spots in the sky, they be like a rainbow effect, like it's like a little, you know, little markings. Have y'all been seeing that? Wow. Can I get like the people that was born back then, like not back then, but you know, like the people that, you know, let's say like 40 and up. Have y'all seen this before? Is this something new to y'all, or has this always been here? Have you guys seen this like years ago? Let me know in the comments. The people that's like 40 and up, have y'all seen this like back then? Around your time when you was like 20. Did y'all see this 20 years ago? Let me know in the comments. Nah, this gotta be something new, man. For real. This is crazy. That's crazy, man. Wow.
What are those? They are not moving.
Yo. What is that? Like, that's the point. But what is that?
Somebody caught Drake on a drone in his penthouse in Australia. Look. When the camera starts, he is on a gambling site, and he's gambling reportedly $10 million worth. Then when we see Drake come into picture, he's visibly confused and alarmed because there's a drone in his place. Who could have done such a thing? So he grabs what is maybe a shoe, and then he tosses it. And a lot of people are roasting him for this toss because they don't think it's anywhere near the drone, but it depends on what kind of lens the drone has. That might be a lot closer than what the comments are saying Drake's character had done to him in Degrassi. If you've seen the show, you know. Then the drone flies up, Drake is angry, and that's everything that we know so far. I'm sure the drone pilot's already been found out, but this happened in Australia. What do you guys think about this? Somebody caught Drake on a drone and
Someone said in the comments, you know, comments be saying crazy stuff. He throws like a minor. Like what? Take that, add throw. Take that, add throw. Okay. Okay. Yo, people in the comments people on the internet just always trolling, I swear. And not take them serious.
This country was built on slavery, which means slaves built this country. Tilled this land from sea to sea to sea. First there was rice, tobacco, sugar cane. Then Whitney did his thing and cotton became king. And we were its soldiers, 4 million strong. Fighting for America's freedoms, even though we remained America's slaves. Built this country.
I'm gonna skip this one because I might get copyrighted. But this is crazy how they even put this in the cartoons. Like they're always showing us stuff in these movies, cartoon, TV shows all the time, man.
Why is it that ancients always wore silver? This is gonna blow your mind. Your brain and your body is a bioelectric system. Your body is basically a technological machine which serves as an interface that allows consciousness to interact with the 3D world. Your body's flow of ions and electrons helps to ensure that your body's bioelectric machinery operates harmoniously and supports vital functions, which is why the ancients wore silver and precious metals, because they enhance the flow of ions and electrons, which can enhance the flow of electricity within your body, making your brain to process information quicker, and can unblock any energy blockages within the meridian ley lines. You are an electromagnetic machine. The human body is a battery. This is why we have to charge ourselves constantly with energy. Silver is said to be one of the best energy conductors. Silver has the ability to minimize electrical resistance, which improves cellular communication and energy flow. This is the original reason why humans used to wear jewelry. Not to enhance our looks, but to enhance the functions of our electrical bodies. If you have neck, wrist, or ankle pain, you would wear a specific metal around this area. Why is it the ancients...
It's a rolling, not a stop. Watch, don't never stop.
Ooh. Careful. Ah, that was a close one. That was close.
Let's see some class. Look at this. So I flip this to L2, and then I bring this to 1, and fire. Now look at that. Fire. Let's see some class. Look at this.
So these are the people that's up there making them clouds, blocking my sun when I'm trying to get my sunlight. Get out of the man. Get out of the goddamn on sky. Like, bro, I know y'all ever been outside. Like, if you a person that really like to get outside when it's hot and the sun is, doing its thing, let that cloud just hover over there for like a cool 3 minutes. Like, why? Get out of the sky. Nah, bro, that be making me so mad. Like,
now, I'm not saying that that's fake, but I have a few questions. A few questions that maybe you should think about like I think. The first one is, why does it look so suspiciously similar to this movie on the right called Flight that was filmed in 2012? It's very similar. The second is, where is all the smoke in that?
what is that? This dude with a little fake. I don't know. Some people are saying, I've been saying this is CGI. Oh no, maybe they know how to make movies, so you wouldn't really know if it's real or fake. You don't know what to believe nowadays, for real.
I got a deep multi-part rabbit hole about dolphins. Let's go. I've actually been planning on making a video about dolphins because the lore gets so weird. I mean, obviously there's the studies with John Lilly, telepathy. Check out what it says on the book though. Non-human intelligence. But did you know that we've militarized dolphins? They do jobs for us, like retrieve crashed wrecks in the ocean, and they work with our military. And same with the Russians. We militarized them on multiple continents. But here's where it gets weird. In the late 90s, there was this project that had to do with quantum computing, and this is its own rabbit hole we'll go down later. There was an entity that came through, and one of the pieces of wisdom that it told us is that we should listen more to the dolphins, that they're like the smartest and most evolved on our planet. And then you have the Nine, who I've talked about before as well. And they said that some of the Atlanteans got turned into dolphins so that they couldn't create technology that is bad for the planet, but they can still be happy and live here. But they also said that some of them have already evolved to walk upright. And this makes me think of the Greys, and their skin is gray and those eyes. I'm just saying. The Dogon tribe, who had fish people. The Sumerians, who had fish gods. And on Crete, they found a bunch of mosaics and paintings of dolphins. Jesus is represented as a fish, and a lot of the early Christian symbolism is dolphins. This is actually the first time that I've heard that it's illegal for us to communicate with dolphins. Why do you think it is? Is there something they're not telling us? Hold on to your butts. I got a deep multi-part.
Something deeper behind that one.
You may not have snow in your area, but this is something that you really don't want to miss. Grab you some snow from outside if you do, or pay attention to this. Get some foil, wrap the snow up in foil, and put some rubber bands around it. You want to make it real secure, and then roll it up in paper towel. I know what you're going to see, you probably ain't going to believe, but they're doing it here. Now go ahead and put tape around there. See, what we're going to do is secure it. We want to secure it and leave a message on there because we want to be the only ones to open this or not. Don't not open. So that way, if you pick it up and read it, depending on how you read, you might open it or you might not. Put it in the freezer and then pull it back out after about 3 to 6 hours. That's how long it's going to take for you to be like, what did I just do? Now stab it on in there and make sure it's still frozen because you don't want to open it up and then it's gone. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. Open it up because you didn't want nobody else to do it. That's why you told them don't not open, but that made them might want to open, but might not. But whatever. Then take the rubber bands off. Oh my goodness, my heart is beating. Okay, y'all see what's about to happen? The same exact things now. Oh my. You may not have snow in your area, but this is something that you really don't want to miss.
Yes, he is hilarious, bro. Oh my God.
You guys got to hear what RFK Jr. just announced, and this is after last week where 700 CDC employees were fired. Listen to this.
Last Thursday, President Trump signed an executive order to establish the MAHA Commission to study what has caused the precipitous decline in American health over the past 2 generations. So we will convene representatives of all viewpoints to study the causes for the drastic rise in chronic disease. Some of the possible factors we will investigate were formerly taboo or insufficiently scrutinized. The childhood vaccine schedule, electromagnetic radiation, glyphosate, other pesticides, ultra-processed foods, artificial food additives, SSRI and other psychiatric drugs, PFAs, PFOAs, microplastics. Nothing is going to be off limits. But whatever belief or suspicion I have expressed in the past, I'm willing to subject them all to the scrutiny of unbiased science.
I can't believe this is really happening. Holy Kreipenheimer. Get ready to be a part of the massive tidal wave of health that is happening now and detox all the things he just mentioned, like with the chalk Shilajit, the hot water purified.
If your plane crashes into the ocean, your first priority should be getting out quickly before it's filled with fire. If you're wearing a life jacket, don't inflate it until after leaving the aircraft. Otherwise, it could trap you inside. Once you're in the water, look for floating debris to use as a raft. Try to form a group to stay warm and signal for help. And always stay close to the crash site. Rescuers will search there first. If your plane
Everybody's so creative. You ever wanted to make a cupcake that probably make you want to push back a little bit so you won't eat too many of them? Well, here's a recipe that's sure to make you push them straight into the trash. Go ahead and get yourself some ketchup. Dump that right into some butter. That's right, ketchup and butter. And then you want to throw some raw chicken in there and some flour. Stir it around. That's right. I know the screen say chicken tikka masala, but I guarantee you it's going to be nothing like that you have ever seen. Dump loads and loads of oil. And when you get this concoction that look like this right here, something unnecessary, throw that into the 10th pan. That's right. Make them all uneven because you ain't doing nothing regular here. We're going to do whatever we want because we grown and we can do that. Now add yourself, I don't know what that is. It don't even matter at this point. If it's rice and chocolate, so be it. But I ain't going to be the one to tell y'all the real recipe because then you might think that I said to do this. See how it look like if you turn real fast, you might want to eat it. But then when you look up close, you start crying. That you don't want to do that. Now put that on the plate and decide if you want to throw it out or not because you ain't wasting. Everybody's so creative.
She's about you turn real fast. You might wanna... She's hilarious.
Famous Freemasons. Colonel Sanders. Leonardo DiCaprio. Nelson Mandela. Buzz Aldrin. Beethoven. Shaq. Houdini. Prince Edward. Benjamin Franklin. Mozart. Famous Freemason.
What in the ever living?
I got it.
What is that?
Oh my god, this is scary. What is that? I'm not even tripping.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
Oh, that's so scary.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Yo!
Wow! What the heck? What is it?
Oh my god. Like, I'm not tripping, right? That's... What is that? That's in our sky right now.
You talking about that?
This is it.
What is that?
I think this... What
Do you know about sexual alchemy? There's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Substance that comes from your medulla, which is basically completely looks like the Ark of the Covenant. Has angel's wings around it. This substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is the Christ coming down into human form. And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus. So it goes down the chimney and back up the chimney. Do you know about sexual alchemy?
If fear make us sick and lower our energy and our vibrations, why would God want us to fear him? Unless the God that we worship is not the God that we should be worshiping. By the way, we shouldn't be worshiping nobody. We should understand how the universe works. This video is about to get a little dark and may be a little creepy for some people that believe that we are having a human experience. Stay with me. We are dealing with 7 life forms that's known as the archons. The archons created this material world. So everything you love and want to possess in this physical world, it comes from them. But you have to understand why they made this material world. These life forms had one purpose, and that purpose was to keep everyone on this planet with them, because they can't leave. So if they can't leave, they don't want us to leave. They turn our heaven into a hell. These 7 archons are responsible for 7 days of the week. Lucky number 7, 7 deadly sins. Not only that, they're responsible for the 7 chakras in our body. I hear so many spiritual people say we have to activate our 7 chakras in our bodies. Well, each archon is connected to each chakra inside of your body. We didn't just come here to activate our chakras. We came here to understand why our chakras are keeping us in prison. So every time you activate one of your chakras, you are breaking yourself free from a prison within your physical body. Remember, the real world is taking place within your physical body. And if you are locked away, where can you go at? It's a reason why they say truth in plain sight. Just look at the palm of your hands for a moment. What you are looking at right now is the palm of my right hand. But look at it real close. What do you see? You can actually see the number 7 written across my palm. But why is this? You know how they say your life is in your own hands, or you have too much time on your hands? This is connected to the 7 archons. These archons turned our planet into a big ass farm. You ever ask yourself, why do they have all these people cramped up in these big ass cities? That's because they look at us like we are fucking animals. Every time you come across a stranger or touch a stranger, bump a stranger, interact with a stranger, you are taken off or taken on their energy. These archons don't care if you are good, bad, religion, spiritual. They don't give a shit. They just want you to play their game. That's why I always tell people, never argue with no one, because you think you might be arguing with that person, but you could be arguing with a damn archon. These archons are incomplete. They are not a perfect creation. So they want you to think that you're not perfect. They're really fucking jealous of us. Let me give you a quick tip. If you feel like an archon is possessing your physical body, go take a penny, a quarter, a nickel, a dime, anything. Take this, put it in your hand and say, I want all my problems to go away, and then throw that shit away. I want to say so much more, but I can't. So check out my
So get this, there are apparently 8 stages that we go through in our consciousness or awakening journey. Apparently, most human adults don't make it past stage 3. Shout out to Don Oakley, who I obtained this information from his TikTok. I also embedded a few of my own examples, but still the majority comes from him. Okay, so as babies, we start at stage 1. Stage 1 is called non-conceptual awareness.
Right.
This is where awareness exists, but the awareness in ourselves don't know that we are separate from anything that we're experiencing. A baby can be gazing at their mother, but they have no awareness that I am the one gazing at my mother. It's a very pure form of perception, and it is not tainted by thought. Stage 2 is when we get programmed. We start to absorb cultural, familial, societal standards and values and don't even question it. Our sense of self starts to form, but it's formed by external inputs. For example, a child is told, you must get good grades to be worthy or be quote unquote successful. They then start to tie their value to their grades. Now we move to stage 3, which is where most adults exist today. This is the stage of normal robotic existence. This is where we are operating on autopilot.
Yeah.
And we are just fulfilling the expectations that this original programming from stage 2 coded into us.
That's so true though. What she's, bro, you know how many people, adults, and just working on like operating on like this airplane mode, like y'all are really on like autopilot. Like, yeah, it's like that's majority of everyone. Everyone is like literally on autopilot. It's like walking zombies, man. Walking zombies. It's crazy.
Life feels exceptionally repetitive, and we are not pondering deeper questions about our existence. For example, many of us know this. An adult can work from 9 to 5, do every single thing, wake up at the same time, eat the same things, live for the weekends. And there's this vague undertone of dissatisfaction for life, but there's no questioning as to why. Stage 4 is the turning point, thank gosh. This is typically the stage where a significant shake-up event happens in one's life. This big event or events shakes up the original programming and identity. This can be a loss, a failure, or just a really deep wound that is activated. For example, someone may lose a loved one or get divorced, or maybe there is a major health scare where this forces this person to look at the fragility of life. And that starts to prompt questioning. This moves us to stage 5. You start asking the big question of why. You become curious and confused. You ask yourself, who am I really? This stage holds major discomfort with old programs. You start to go inward and exploring yourself. For example, someone may start journaling or reading spiritual texts, watching TikToks like this one specifically. The questions, who am I really? Am I just my mind, my body? And you become more and more confused. This eventually leads us to stage 6. And this is discovering what we've always been. This is the stage where we begin to have a glimpse of our true essence. Infinite, boundless, all loving, interconnected. We realize we are not our thoughts. We are not the roles that we play. We are so much more. For example, you're in meditation or you're out in nature and you touch a tree and you feel an overwhelming sense of peace, expansiveness, knowing that you are actually one with all that exists. This becomes more and more regular, that feeling of unity or oneness, which eventually leads us to stage 7. This is when we are stabilizing our discovery of unity. All of those insights that you gathered from stage 6, you start to actually integrate into your life. Challenges arise, but there's so much less reactivity. For example, a person loses their job and they respond with ease and peace as opposed to fear and urgency of finding a new job. This person trusts and knows that everything is happening in divine timing, so there's no reason to react. And then lastly, we made it, there is stage 8. This is coming into alignment with life. Life becomes almost effortless. Personal will aligns with universal will. There is deep trust in the way that life is unfolding, despite the pain and despite the joy. And service to others becomes so natural. For example, that person that lost their job in stage 7 decides, I'm not going back to work. I feel called to post TikToks, to host retreats, to hold space for people when they need to explore themselves. And they do this with a deep sense of responsibility and reverence for all. And the universe will come through. That is a promise. So tell me, what stage have you made it to? Let's all get to stage 8, for those who want to, of course.
That's true. For those that want to, of course. Right. So what stage would you guys say you were at? I say I'm at stage 6. You know, everybody got their journey. You know, that's how it is. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, got something from it. Keep these videos coming each and every day. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, good rest of your day, whatever time it is. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace.